Good evening. Lads. Lads. Boys. Dudes. We're playing old filth. But, on the plus side, we do know that all you gotta do is kill this guy on sight and it'll be easy GG's. Now, what do you think looking at this? We got turbo ramps, but this thing will be able to do the memes for a turn. I think it'll be close. I don't know if I can say it'll be fine, lads. It'll be close. But double ramps. Double ramp, yeah, I think it will be fine. Right, I'll be on like 7 when he's on 3. Should be easy meme, Slanch. Boys. I know you love Eevees. Blubs. Right? That's what I said. Alright, so I'll only play this as the standard warm-ups. Cross and Grip is usually fine. Helix is not bad. Don't think we need a callous blood pubes. But you never know, boys. That's the glory of Magic the Puberty, is that you should never really know. But I am the best in the world at Magics, so I always know. I always know when the game's booting up how it's gonna go. That's what makes it so sexy, boys. We're like Legs VD, but with an even more of a layer of suspense suspended out. That is how good I am at Magics, boys. Okay, so what does this guy do? When it leaves the field, you get tempted, but this is the one. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died, whenever the ring tempts you, reveal some balls. Okay, boys. So I got plays, obviously, but I have missed some lands. So I think I'm just going to play that and then pass the turn. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. So here's what I think I shall do. Boys. Counterspell this if he plays this. If he does something else, do something else. You can't burn down the house when there's things on the field, I don't think. Because maybe it will trigger. Even if this guy's off the field. Is that how magic works? I forgot, boys. I have to admit, I can't remember. But for sure, whatever's going on, we are having a wonderful time. We are going to have a fantastic time. He's going to have the full ring temptation from basically the start of the game. But will that be enough, boys? The one ring in the bin, unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable scenes, lads. I've seen many a thing in my day, but I've never caught AIDS from my anus. Alright, we'll get rid of that. We'll burn down the AIDS. And then that's it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll have 2 mana left over for a Lightning Helix. But boys, I'm getting tempted to be a memer. I can't though, it's crazy. What-a-dee-dee, boys. Nope, still going after my key for no reason. Okay, boys. Now we begin playing the game known as Magic the Bollocking. We both set our stall out. He's gone full ring. I've gone full memes. And we shall see, boys, who will prevail in this absolutely just era-defining game of Magic the Gathering. Who is going to come out on top? And does it actually matter in the grand scheme of AIDS? Nobody knows, except me. Because I said at the start what would happen. And as I also said, boys, there's only one thing we truly love in Magic. I'm actually not going to play Sunbirds. Only because there's nothing else to follow it up with that's better than Bubbles. Agreed, boys? Of course it's agreed. We're all on the tubes. We're all on the tubes here.
I hope you miss this.
Agademes and Plum. those are not very good. That's fine. The only problem is this thing now. This is not fine. We are gonna have to find a way to pull off the memeage. Oh boys. That's pretty nice. Okay, boys. Oh, I couldn't have activated the idol with that thing on the stack. Just for your consideration, boys, and we could have gone out of that 8s. Let's make sure the thing is working. Easy. Easy. I'm a professional now, lads. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for the boy. Oh, he's fucking jammed his way to casualties. That is going to be a problem. Oh no, maybe not. I was worried for a second there, boys. Shortcut to mushrooms. I mean, what's a good name for a card? That is a good name for a card, boys. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield, put 1/1 counter on target creature. I don't know if a permanent did leave the battlefield. So, boys, I have to say, if we get to the end of the turn with the old Sun Boys on the field, we might be able to crack the matters. If we can get... Oh, boys, we might be able to shatter the matters. I mean, that doesn't do much. I might hold on to this, actually. Free Solemn. Not bad. So what do I take here? Lads. Do I go for the big beef? Do I go for the turbo beef? Or do I go for something a little more nuanced? Like an oracle. It is very tempting just to get your knob out. Very tempting, boys. I do like Frosty Boy, though, these days. I do like... That was money well spent. It has to be said, lads. It was money well spent in the end. Alright. I think I do have to blow this up, you know. Permanent on the field? Nah, change my mind. Change my mind again, boys. It'll be fine. It'll be clean, easy magics. And nobody's gonna get in our way. Because we're on the tubes. Okay, boys? Okay, sweet. So, for those of you watching the video, the plan for today's stream is not to go for 4 hours, but, you know, that's always the plan. The plan is, lads, classic Boldus warm-up to get us in the groove of a good game of magics. And then really, for the 15th time, try and make that Zertar enchantments deck better. And I think the way to do that is actually to strip even more enchantments out and go full British quacks towards full British quacks, lads, towards having a knob or something. Right, that makes sense? Of course it doesn't. Itchy meesh. Full quacks to having a good deck without just junk enchantments for the sake of it. That's basically what I'm saying. So we have to play the gods. Maybe I will buy the blue god, even though it looks uncastable. But I guess we'll see, boys. Alright, that's not a great draw. So Frost Titan can shut down a Faceless Haven, but he's still got 3 cards, and that's quite a few, boys. But we do get 6 mana's worth of free spells. And I don't know about you, but that certainly gives me the horn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to keep that for 10, I think, rather than sacrifice it. Nope, I changed my mind. I don't have any 10 mana spells. Alright, those are not very good. Bang. Have a spaghetti, boys. have a spaghetti all over the place. That is how good I am at Magic the Gathering. One. Alright, we're going to ditch all the cards in my hand. I don't think they're strong enough. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, boys. Nah, it's risky. Risky, Lance. You know I am a purveyor and giving myself the self-murderage. But I guess we'll have to see. So I will try and put some markers on this guy's deck. Number one, very few Whorblies. Number two, extremely low number of rare lands. Extremely low, boyish. But on the other side, yeah, I don't know. I think this guy might just not have a million cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 man ace. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're not playing this because it's just going to get in the way. I think we start off with a windy boy. Those are not what I need. Alright, we'll play Black Market and risk just giving myself a Myrtles. Alright, boys. Okay, sweet. Boys, those aren't bad. I don't need this. So, is he going to take big DSP combo damage? Or am I going to get a Chandra? And something else? No. I thought he would ditch it. That's why I said something else. You don't get to draw multiples. But this game has been more interesting than I thought it was going to be. By quite a while. Quite a wide margin. I thought it was going to be standard, murder this 3 times, and that will be GG's XD's, boys. But it definitely hasn't gone that way. That was a mistake. I should have waited for everything to resolve, because if this is another 2 mana removal, yeah, well, it wasn't. But if it was, then I could say the word memes, boys. So Chandra probably can't kill the Nazguls, so you might play that. It saves it from exile as well. Yeah. Alright. Okay, boys, I guess we've got things. I guess we've got things to think about. Mainly, how big are your balls? Oh, I should have played this in response. That was stupid as well. That was dumb as well, Ant. I could have plopped that guy right off the 8s, but I'll try and remember that this guy can do the blocks. Okay, boys? Lots of things to consider. Boys, it was easy majigs all around. I am going to learn my lesson from killing myself with those kind of things. Only this time, though. Boys, slap it up on the 8s.
If you haven't heard of me, then get ready to meet my flames. Boom! Exploded.
Lance, slap another beautiful game on the 8s. So I was right in so much as, obviously, I'm going to win because I'm incredibly good at Magic. But I was wrong insofar as the game didn't go exactly as I thought it would. But we do get to slap it up on the tubes, boys. We do get to slap it up on the tubes. Just for the memes. That was a waste of my time. I shouldn't have done that. We should have just passed. Still, not a bad game to start, right, Lance? Not a bad game to start. It was way closer than I thought it was going to be. But I think it was because he wasn't 100% reliant on just using this combo thing. Because I've only ever played once where the combo goes off. And once is enough, lads. After you notice that that can give you a good slapping, just don't let it happen again. And I've never lost since. And I know you might be thinking, yeah, but Cheek's just like fucking 2 a.m. in the morning. You're playing stoned losers. And I would say to you boys, this is a tougher game day in, day out. Every single match is like 4 Olympics in one. Every YouTuber on... Let me rephrase that, boys. I'm on Wish. Every arena YouTuber is so condensed celestial sex bomb that none of them can even qualify for a tournament because it would tear Jesus's anus in half. And I'm not being hyperbolic, boys. That is literally and unequivocally what would happen. So I don't think Crucius is gonna survive against these colours doing nothing. But we'll do what we can, boys. We'll do what we can. Expressive aids. So maybe you'll get I think it's worth the risk. Wouldn't you agree, boys? Oh, we fucking smashed it. Smashed it out of the aids. I thought we were going to struggle, boys, but we might very well be able to slap one of these games up on the tubes. So, I'm going to ditch the ring. And we'll keep the staff. I don't know if that's right. You might be slapping your balls too much, but boys, all I know is that I'm on the tubes, and you can all suck on my balls. GG and a little bit of XDs. Okay, boys. Blue, I think, is the colour. Chelsea's the game, or whatever the fuck, how that goes. So this is tap. Pay 1, tap, do a shit. Alright. I think we got to get rid of the staff. That seems good, though. I guess we'll just have to see, boys. I guess we'll just have to see. I don't think those are very good. I don't think those are great, boys. So it cost me a full 4 to draw another 2. I can't. I mean, I got Chandra next turn, hopefully. But this is gonna be something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's gonna be some shit, boys. You might have to crack open your antidepressant milkshakes. But let's see. I mean, that was not a big punish, as DSP would say, off a time wank. We might be able to get out of it, boys. But I should have said GG's. I should have been like, well, you play time wank. I'm dead. I'm dead. Time wank can't be beat, son. GG's XD's all around. Alright. Fingers crossed for the memes, or shall I plus it? I'm plussing it. You can eat shit. I don't know if that's right, but I do love the Majiks, boys. I don't know if that is correct. Oh, mismatch lands. Inexcusable levels of virginity. Alright, I am going to go for the throat this Cormella now, no matter what. Okay, boys. I officially don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe it's some combo aids. Mystic Archive. That looks very combo-y aids, boys. How am I gonna get out of this shit? How am I gonna get out of these aids, boys? Oh, I didn't draw. I didn't draw the Exile the Graveyard.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
Okay, Lance, I do think this can easily result in a GG's X Quacks, unfortunately. But it took me too long to realize what was happening. This guy wasn't just fucking around with silly dildos. He was setting the table, Lance. And unfortunately, I didn't draw. Am I attacking into something? Has it got flash? No. Bollocks. Unfortunately, I didn't draw the lad. I didn't draw the lad that exiles graves. So, Mystic Sanctuary, Time Warp. I mean, I don't actually know what's going to happen, but I'm very sure that it resolves around that kind of shit. And by resolves, I mean revolves. Otherwise, what I said would be gibberish, boys. Alright, grab 2 cards. Oh, it's some shit like this. So, can he get 2 turns off 3 treasures? I don't know, boys. Grape shot. Alright, so that probably is it. That probably is a GG's X to D slant. But we'll see. If I have one more draw, we got Deluge. And then I got a 77 to 1 chance. Nah, it's better odds than that. It's like 77 to 4 or 5. But even then, I don't think it's all over, boys, because shit shot. He might even have the win on the board and has just forgotten what he's doing. We'll find out, won't we, Lance? Boys. Won't we find that out? Mythic's Mastery. He can't cast that as far as I can see. Okay, boys. We might be able to squeak of AIDS out of our balls. We very well, lads, might be on for an AIDS squeaker. Oh, he's got 5 mana now. I take that back. Now we're dead. We're dead, lads. I don't know how he had all the pieces with so few cards and so few setup, but he did. Can't. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do, boys? Sometimes you don't realize till it's too late. But on the plus side, for all of you boys who watch on demand, I'll edit that game out so you'll never need to see that I didn't know what was happening. Right? So we could just go along like I was literally 250-7. And all those games I lost were presumably Tiago to Mana Screw, right? Does Legs ever lose a big, epic bullshit or lose his weight? Does that ever happen? Or is it always lag and his moves didn't come out and all the rest of it? You know, like what happens to all the top boys. Squirrely boys. I don't know, Lance. I don't think we're keeping no spells till turn 4. Alright. Voyage is probably good enough to hold him at bay. Virgin confoined. Pussy confoined, Lance. That's what I like to see. Alright. I guess it's another game of can I draw blow up all the peeps. And I don't know about you boys, that is the best way to play Magic the Gathering. I don't know if you know, Lance, but there isn't a cleaner way to play Magic the Gathering than by playing Magic the Gathering. Dump it, lads. Get those dumps in. Okay, boys. Am I gonna find those blow-ups? Or am I gonna get overrun by the memes? I guess we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dumpity dumps. Only 2 mana for being this good at my jigs, boys. Only 2 mana needed to be in this good at a game of Magic the Gathering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 4 and a 2. Okay. 4 and a 2, boys. Okay, Fate Lades. I mean, now I wish I did it in a different order. But it's fine, boys. It'll be fine, lads. Just hold your balls. Hold your balls. And we'll get something. Boys! Have you been holding your balls? See, he knew. He knew we were going to find some shit. But we both got to do everything we wanted. He got to play literally 8 lads on 2 mana, and I got to dig furiously into Angela White's bumhole, looking for that secret 1 sperm I left behind, so that nobody gets turbo 8s. Right, that makes sense what I just said. What a load of old bullshit. What a shit game for a bunch of shit dweebs. What's this old shit? The VML, I know what that is, boys. What's 24 of the best players of, well, don't leave out the best part, boys, of marginalized gender, lads. And I don't know if you know, but according to Whizzies, marginalized gender is anybody who isn't a white man. And I don't know about you, boys, but that does sound a bit racist to me. And I could say that because I would qualify. I would qualify to enter this thing. I'd be first on the list. And I would be first on the list with sleeves that says, I don't know, boys, but I feel like I'm playing in a racist tournament. Also, why do we need to get white guys out of a game? Why? It's fucking bizarre. It's fucking bizarre. If you're a white woman, you can play. Apparently, white women in Magic are marginalized. So we can get Emma Sky Nazi in. So it's fine having Nazis around, but not nice dudes, boys. Duke, get the fuck out, you pussy. Andrea Mengucci? I mean, I don't know. Do Italians count as white? Probably. So that guy can get fucked. But someone who called herself an abomination because of her ties to the Nazi party. Have 2 seats, you fucking bitch. Alright, let's have a look. Is Spirited Companion what we need, boys? Is Spirited Companion what we need, Lance? I don't know. We'll look through all this in a minute. Tiago says, Cheeks, when are you collaborating with other streamers so we can ask if you are a couple? Well, me and CGB had to beat off those rumors for years that I was absolutely wearing his anus out. And all I can say to those scandalous theories is that that guy has got quite the dimply anus. But it was all fine in the end, boys, because it wasn't my sheets that needed to get cleaned up with shit. GG's X8s or something. So Kiora is 7, but it's very good. I remember the problem with this deck. It was, ironically, the lack of ramping into sexy spells. I got stuck on like 2 and 3 too long, even though there's enough lands. 40, at least 41 lands. I got stuck too often. So I do think we're going to have to bring in a couple of the classic 3 mana artifact mana-y bullshits. Maybe. We'll see, boys. Ray Dan, is that something I need? I don't think so. So which are the best ones? I don't play any dragons, so I don't need that. Replicating Ring is fine if you play it on 3 and then play a slow game. Is this a card you put in every deck regardless, boys? Because it is very strong. I mean, I don't want every deck to look exactly the same. But I also don't want to die of AIDS, boys. Those things we hold self-evident. So, Relic is fine. I think I've got the wrong Teferi in here. So, these are all fine. Spirit Companion is just pay to draw a card. In some crazy world, I might be able to give it Death Touch and Lifelink. I don't know. Omen of the Sea is the same thing. But it can't ever block by itself. When Omen of the Sea enters the battlefield, scry 2, then draw a card. That just reads very good, boys. For a common. Not that commons make a difference, I'm just noticing, Lance. Perilous Voyage to stay alive. Call of the Ring is an enchantment, but I think that is one of those kind of cards I don't need. So, that's a lot of removal. A lot. But then I guess... yeah, that is a lot. Maybe we'll get rid of one of these that don't exile. Alright, well they all exile. Power word shit. Alright, we'll drop that one for now. We'll play these 3. Banishing Light's fine. Probably. I mean, you don't want to animate these, do you? If you animate them, then they'll just get killed. And then the guy gets his shit back. Alright, I'll take one out and we'll see. Prison Realm. These are the same problems. Do you actually want to animate these? And then be forced to attack or block? I don't know, boys. Honestly. You think the Celestis should get played as well? Oh, well, we'll see how many cards end up getting cut. Mimic is just a land as usual. I don't think I'm going to be copying anyone. Especially as they're always going to be gods. Midnight Cock is fine. Oracle's perfect. I mean, sometimes you got to find what you want. That's perfect. That's useful. That's good. That's probably okay as well. Because animating this is just win-win. If it gets killed, then you stop taking damage. If it doesn't get killed, you got a lifelink man to negate all of the shit that you lose. Easy winch. That's good. Relic is it better than Celestis? Well, considering Tiago is watching and helping, we can do that. Retreat is good. Shatter the pubes, obviously. Tithe is probably fine. Wrath of God always. Behold my balls. I took Insight out of all the other ones, so there must be a better card than this. Thassa's great, that's fine. Erebos is good. Cheffy boyish. I don't know, shrugging my shoulders. Solemn is good. Get you out of some mana issues, I suppose. One Ring is fine. Doom Shits is good. Crux, Leyline, Frost Titan is not really... it's not really the memes, but I have enjoyed using it. But maybe not this time. Liliana and Dildos are just very strong cards. For 4 mana ramps, I think I might actually stick a Tesbo in the deck. You never know, Lance. I mean, it's not one of those decks with a lot of artifacts. Yeah, it's not actually, is it? Well, I'll try it one time. What else? I thought about playing Elspeth. You know, you might get lucky, get a 3 mana removalage. But what if you don't, boys? Then it's shit. I'll play it one gig, just to see. So, the problems I think I'm going to encounter, I don't think I'm going to draw enough cards. And I don't have a defined way of winning any games. So it's not like I can't rely on anything. It's not like I'll resolve bubbles or I'll overwhelm the guy with lads or planies or accumulative damage. None of that happens. if I'm miles ahead on turn 6, I can easily just start slipping away because I'm not doing anything. But, you know, let's have a look and see what happens, boys. If I play Immortal Sun, I mean, cards like Immortal Sun don't pay for themselves in this game. Because on the one side, you would say Immortal Sun turns off Planeswalkers and all that. But you always play 3 or 4 Planeswalkers. Right? That's basically how Magicks goes. So you're likely to draw into any of those. I think this guy has to get killed. You know, you don't want him to draw a card, even though we got 2 sweepers. I think it's better that way. So you play Immortal Sun, you never draw it, your opponent plays 2 Planies, you've taken 4 Planeswalkers out of your deck because of that exact reason, that you can't play them because they're getting away. Immortal Sun in a 100-card deck where there's no way to find it, it doesn't pay for itself ever. As much as I have the horn for it, boys, that is the truth. And by the truth, I mean that's what I've said. You can verify for yourself, boys. That's the fun of Magicks. Okay, boys, somehow we're getting mana problems. I don't know how, but GG's XDs. Somehow, boys, we are getting a bit mana raids. So this is kind of... okay, that's better, boys. This is kind of what I was saying. Like, 1 or 2 mana rampy things over here would have really helped. Banishing Light on me? Are you shrooming, son? So River's Rebuke should get me out of this bollocks. Right, boys? It should, but we'll see. But this is the thing I've come to realize about the deck, is that it's not about playing this and then animating some dog shit. It's about playing this with enough excess mana that you can animate 2 gods at once. And then if it gets killed, it doesn't matter because those gods are alive. You know what I mean, boys? Of course you do. We're all on the tubes here. Okay, boys. There's the number whangs. But what do I want to do? How insanely greedy do I want to be? I think I do want to be greedy, boys. I think that is good memes. I think we're going full greedle beans, boys. And if it blows up in my face, then I'll just fucking delete it. And none of us will even know this game took place. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. Well, now I'm calling the police. The police shall be informed, boys, that this game has gotten full 8. So I might not River's Rebuke. Right? I mean, nothing's really going on. I mean, just wait for this thing to burn its ass out. Search your library for a card named Halawa, and then do a memes. Frodo the Midge! When Frodo enters the battlefield or attacks, you may attach target equipment up your ass as long as it's your turn. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Frodo and his small penis. Boys, what are we gonna do about that? Alright. What am I gonna do here? Is it Athreos? Is that the one I want? Well, you can't get that because that would be cheating. I see how magic works now, boys. I see how magic works now, you cheeky slags. Alright, that's not right. The card I've just taken isn't right. But, like I said, I'm trying to figure it all out, boys. We're trying to figure it out from the ground up. What sequence do I want to do? We've blown up enough lads. Not this fucking AIDS. Not old Swift shit virgins. Anyway. It'll be fine, Lance, maybe. So I think I destroy this Nahiri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe not. Oh, we'll do. Nah, I can't even do Cyclonic Rift, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I can't even do Cyclonic Rift, boys. I think we're gonna end up catching AIDS, boys. So what should I have actually taken? It surely couldn't be Time Wake. The old fake bat skull, eh? Unbelievable stuff. Maybe I need destroy. I mean, it's unusual to play an artifact deck, but so this is going to be something that is going to be difficult. But I can't get rid of this, and if I can't draw lands either, which is fun.
Dr. Cheeks, would you print CEDH decks off the internet? Thank you.
There's thanks for the 5 beautiful, beautiful British beans. Would I print $5 decks off of the beautiful internet? I think the only obvious answer is no. What I would do, boys, is I would ask Whizbangs, dear Whizbangs, can I draw any lands ever one time? And they would say, how much money have you given us? And I would say, not a lot. And they would say, well, here's $1,400. Make sure you make us look really good. And then I'll say, okay, boys, get fucking AIDS. I'm going to pirate the game in front of all of my fans. And you are just going to say, suck on my balls. And we're all going to have a great time. Aren't we, Lance? I did it, boys. I drew a tap land 50 years too late. I love magic. So I can play Felidar Retreat and play a land. I don't know how he gets through that. I don't know what this is. Hexproof Haste, bollocks, beep bap boops. Or I could tap down the creature. Those are my two chances. Tap down a boy. I'm going to play the retreat. 100%, that might not be right. Especially, boys, as you don't know what he might top deck. But it looks like we might survive. Right, no trample or bullshit. Okay, boys. Nope, it's got another ability I don't know about. So, I guess I was wrong there. I guess I was wrong there, Lance, but hold your pubes. Hold your pubes. I've already used way too many. Okay, that keeps me alive. That's very good. That is very good, but for how long is that going to keep me alive, boys? Ah, fuck it. If I can't kill myself, do I even want to play Magics? If I can't kill myself, boys, am I even doing Magics? I mean, I think I'm one card away from getting out of this dead. I think I'm one card away, Dad, from getting out of these memes. But I don't know how. Oh, this just triggers fucking whenever it wants. That is a very good boy. Alright. Nah, it's these crazy bullshit cards that are gonna do me in. So, don't forget, what can I do? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can animate Thassa for lifelink death touch, but it's because he keeps getting free spells. That's what's gonna quack me, boys. That's what's gonna quack me. Oh, and this, obviously. All right, fuck it. Alright, so the question is, as I have said in previous iterations of this game, does he know how Xur works? And is he going to try and run into what will be a 4/4 lifelink, death touch, hexproof, indestructible Thassa? Oh, the trample's the one there, boys. He probably's got it now. That was very lucky. GG's! I had the smallest penis ever! I got a lucky top deck. That's how you know I'm good at my jigs, Dad. Yep. It was lucky virgin top decks the whole game. I'm very good. That's how I know that my dad is the milkman. Because my mum's got flat tits, but I've got massive jugs. Easy GG's, boys. I love top deck random pussy winners. They're always the one who gracefully say nothing until the end of the game and then might give you a GG then. Nah. He totally was a top tier marginalized gender world champ. For sure, boys. I don't know about you, but I fucking love The Gathering. You know why it's about The Gathering and not about the magic? Because if it was about the magic, all of these people would cry in their fucking beds all night that they were shit at a game they wish they could crowbar their little fucking shriveled balls in on Twitter. But they just can't, Lance, because they're fat men with no personalities. And I don't know about you, boys. I feel bad for them. But on the plus side, at least they don't have long to live. 48 years old, that is when the old heart problems will kick in for these boogie fat fucking monsters. Fun time AIDS, Lance. Good shits. So, it is the draws. Although I say that, well, I wouldn't have been able to beat that silly bullshit. I'm not going to play artifacts as often as I'm going to play weenies. So I think I don't need a full restart. But I could have drawn a lot of cards that would have done something. I don't think Tezzeret would have done anything. We only drew one god. I think I'm going to play the Magic Mirror. And I know that that's not a very good card, boys, and it costs 50 million for the deck, for the way that this is built. I just need cards. I need cards in my hand. It's also 3 blue. That might not be very smart. Yeah, it's the problem. I mean, Tutor can find black market, which is great, but I never saw either of those, boys. The mana issue is also definitely something I felt. You think one settle the shits instead of a Doom bollocks or something? I'm gonna try it. I mean, it's all 100 to 1, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess, boys. But this is a problem. Only 2 flat blue draw spells. But there just has to be another way. Maybe it's just crowbar in another Teffy boy. I mean, Teferi is pretty good at drawing cards and getting you out of AIDS. Do I need this? Boys. This is something I'd never see, and I'm surprised I haven't done anything with it either. I don't know why I don't play Planeswalker Tribal and use this. I mean, I guess it's overkill, really. But that's what we like in a game of Magic. Right, boys? Thiago says, what about Neymar going to the Arabic League to earn 2 million a day on a contract deal of just 1.7 billion beans? He would need to work for a full day to buy the One Ring. Well, I mean, he's earned it. All those guys who have gone to Saudi Arabia have earned it. Saudi Arabia want to start their own league. They've got more money than anyone else that they're willing to spunk it. And they're banking on what? In 4, 5, 6 years, they'll be integrated into UEFA and they'll be a legit league. That's what they're banking on. Obviously, they might just collapse. And it'll be a Chinese Super League, but it doesn't seem that way at the moment. And if it does turn to shit, what was the harm? It's a shame that we don't get to see Neymar play in Europe, but Europe's in a fucking terrible state when it comes to football. Only England and Bayern Munich have any money. Everyone else is on the verge of bankruptcy every season. Barcelona have to keep wheeling and dealing and sending ultras to their players' houses to fucking take deferred wages. That's not what Barcelona should be doing, boys. So if Barcelona can't sign Messi and ask Frankie de Jong to take a year off and then try and sell him just to get him off the wage, yeah, you know, you can't protect that fucking shit. I can't believe more isn't being done about that. Rather than just complaining that Saudi Arabia kill gay peeps. Alright, 3 lands against mono pubes. Alright, we got that. Oh, we're getting thought seized. Easy shits, boys. We're playing another tiresome mono bitch. I love Magic the Gathering. I love Magic the Gathering, boys. It's the best game anyone ever pretended it was 50% girls who played. Truly. A gift from the gods. A gift from the gods, boys. So this is the first time I've ever used this card. Or this version of lands. Is it gonna slap me up? Are we gonna get slapped up, boys? That's a good draw. Probably. But it's another game where I haven't drawn any 2-mana ramp. Admittedly, there's a lot fewer 3-mana ramp options, but I still haven't found any, and I might have to stab your mum in the tits. So this is one of those games I don't know how I'm going to win. Only because all of my plans are not going to work. Even having indestructible gods, he'll just cast this and they'll die. So the way I win is just play such a long game that I win with 1/1s or I find a planeswalker before he does. That's it. This is not going to be a very interesting game, boys. In fact, I would say it very well might be a load of old aids. So how much mana has he got? 1, 2, 3. That only costs 2. Alright. Oh, Celestus is here, boys. Ready for memes. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to cast this a single time during this game. That's my early doors prediction. Oogin the memes. Alright. That's something, isn't it, boys?
Secrets manifest before you.
Alright, now this is just getting too much. Tap land. I gotta get rid of all of these. Every game they give me the fucking aids. Stop. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, I can't even do that. Alright, I'm just gonna say I lost this one. Alright, boys. I'm just gonna say that game was great. Standard, just dog shit. This deck is not looking very good. But I mean, I would say those are 2 straight games where the opponent had everything that I couldn't deal with. Like, the only way to have won that game would have been Liliana. Everything else would have just gone so slowly and shit. So I guess that's another example of what? having AIDS. I'm just going to play another game. Oh, the lands. The lands are fucking terrible. I don't know. I mean, I'm playing 40 lands. 42 lands, if you count shits. And I just missed so many. I'm not drawing any fucking cards. I don't know, boys. The One Ring is going to kill me. Oh, man. It just looks like a load of old tits. So, I am surprised there are so many tap lands still in the deck. So, even these, there are too many of. I'm not even finding any tap lands. Did I just draw the only 2 tap lands in the whole deck? I mean, all of these... Oh, that's 2. Alright. So, 1 blue and 1 white. Yeah, that looks okay. Alright, I guess I didn't put in another land. 1 blue, 1 white, and then I guess black as well, just for a clean memesh. But the deck just looks bollocks. It looks so weak. And another thing, I saw a couple of spoilers from cards coming out in the next set. And those are set cards, not commander cards. And I would say, when you factor in new alchemy cards that come out and some other shit, Brawl is going to be ruined soon. Brawl's going to be one of those situations where every deck is playing... What's the word? Every deck is playing solitaire. That's what I think. I mean, it is a negative outlook, but I think that's what's going to happen. But we'll see, boys. You got to stay positive, right? This game's perfect. All right, liquid metal coating I've seen be played quite a lot in blowing up lands. On the Pro Tour. I've never seen anyone do it in this game. Especially in Brawl. Because that would be crazy fucking age, Slanch. That would be crazy AIDS. So, drawing cards isn't going to be a problem. But I might die to myself, as usual. But I guess we'll see, boys. Thanks. So, okay, that's pretty useful for me, boys. Can't deny.
I won't let a few thugs threaten this. This is my city.
What do you think? Touch my dick or staff? Take the staff. Okay, boys. Yeah, this deck's not very good. I mean, don't worry about that. We got that covered. But I don't think this deck is very good, boys. I think that's the problem. Hello and welcome to another game of Magic Duels. As you can see, this was a titanic battle, back and forth, but this time I had some cards that did something. Those previous games go straight in the bin. Okay, sweet. You fucking bitch. Yeah, it looks like a prison deck without any shits. But it's supposed to be a god deck. Alright, boys, because Magic is so shit, I'm playing every god. And we're going to make every god work. And if I can't do that, I'm going to fucking complain. Okay, boys? Good. Good, boys. I'm glad that we are all together here, ready to crackety matter on the tubes. One day, boys. One day I'm going to figure out how I can use this and not die of AIDS. Avacyn, pretty sexy, boys. But not today. Oh, it's cards I don't own is what we're looking for. So it costs me cards I don't own. Oh, it must be just a different... It must just be a different symbol. I was worried there for a second, Lance. So, if I play that, I need weenies. And there's no way to make any weenies. If I play this, I need 7 cards in hand. There's no way to get even 4 cards in hand. If I play this, I need to sacrifice lands. And I don't have any lands. So, boys, what are we going to do? What are we going to do not to waste 3 mythics? And then immediately delete it all anyway. I don't know about you, boys. I wonder if, actually, let's look at the reading on this shit. Target non-aura enchantment. They're not even enchantments, you fucking idiot. Alright, well that's solved that problem. Let's solve that shit, boys. Let's have a look. You see the keyword on this card, which makes all of that possible? Boys, this is an enchantment god. It's not just some lad bombing around in heaven. What an absolute catastrophe avoided. I'm very good, boys. I'm extremely good at magics. I almost built an entire deck that wouldn't have worked, but you would never have found that out because I would have deleted it. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, for reals, boys, what I can possibly do. I don't want to play these anymore. But then, what do I use for enchantments? What am I going to animate? I definitely don't want 3 mana removal anymore. I've decided, boys. So what are the big beefy enchantments? Oh, well, so that is definitely good. Destroy all lands. It's the fact that it's just a one-shot deal. You can't play more than one, boys, which makes it all bollocks. I mean, you don't want to. These do a good job by themselves. When it enters the battlefield, draw 3. As long as you have 7 or more cards in hand. Boys, imagine having 7 cards in this deck. Unbelievable AIDS. Oh, pussy dilation. That is something I looked at last time. Whenever an opponent casts their first spell, each turn, that player exiles the top card of their library. Boys, that is sex McGee's. But, is this it? Is this what I'm doing? Boys? We're just gonna, not omniscience. The problem is you just don't want to animate it. Because there's no world where an 8 mana 8/8 creature is better than this being an enchantment. Ethereal Absorbobblers, Licks Mastery. I think I lose more life than I gain. But it does have Sexproof naturally, though. Nah, I think it's just asking to die of AIDS. I'm gonna play this. It's so dumb though, because I'm not gonna want to animate it. I'm not gonna want to animate. The point of this guy is just to animate enchantments. And the only way that's useful is if the enchantments are useless. Otherwise, why would you want to have them explode? The gods are different because they're indestructible. But everything else, I'm getting squeebled because I want to play enchantments. I think it's much better to play an enchantment that does something when it comes on the field and then becomes useless, and then you can animate it. I think it's better that way. Agreed, boys. But am I really going to sift through every enchantment that exists in the world? Well, let's have a think. Like, all of this kind of stuff is also bad. Because you don't, oh, as foretold. Nah, I need cards, not free spells. Whenever you know, that's not gonna work. Oh man, there's not a lot. When this enters the battlefield, oh, it's not an enchantment, it's a siege. When it's on the field. Target opponent takes a shit. This is just gonna end up killing me. I mean, there's no way for me to get rid of this once it's on the field. I don't want to win with these cards either. I mean, I win with these in any deck. But I genuinely don't know what's the best approach. It's definitely not just play sexy enchantments. Hallowed Pew. Yeah, like I say, you don't want to turn these into lads so they just die. Yeah, I mean, we did this. This was how the whole fucking thing started. Was 2 and 3 mana utility shits. What does this bollocks do? Enters the battlefield. Oh, it's about weenies. That ain't good enough. I can't do it, I think is the answer. I'm looking at all this, boys. I just can't see anything that looks possible of beating a Bolus deck when I have no end goal, really. That's unfortunate, Lynch. When happily ever after enters the battlefield, each player gains 5 life and draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 5 shits... See, this might be what I'm talking about. Gain 5 life, draw a card. I mean, it affects my opponent as well. So, that's not really what you want. I'm never going to win with the second ability, I don't think. But, for the time being, boys, let's give that a try. 9 aids. I think we thought about 9 aids before. When it enters the battlefield, nah, it's just all fucking dildos. So I don't think there are enough gods. I don't think there are enough gods. And I don't think I know how to even get into that situation where I'm animating gods and my opponent can't answer it. I don't think Ethereal Absolution is right for the exact same reason. You play Ethereal Absolution, you don't want to animate it because then someone can just kill it. Now, I suppose it does give hexproof. Maybe I just play creatures. Yeah, but then this guy gets killed. Whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, make a blue Merfolk with hexproof. I'm trying to think of this is a perfect example of what I'm looking for. When it comes into play, you get some shit. It's got negative after effects that you're happy for this guy to blow up. Perfect. Now I need 15 more of these. Where am I going to get them, boys? Enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact or enchantment. Alright, we'll play that as well. for the obvious copy of these that I'm definitely going to have. Right, boys? I might put, what do you call it, back in? Destroy target aids, exile target opponent's grave. Yeah, but you have to actually... Oh, this is something. Alright. That's... I mean, this does something and then gets aids. So how am I getting all my permanents back out of the grave? How am I going to get all my boys back out of the grave, Lance? Alright, hideaway might be what I'm looking for completely. Alright, I don't think it is. Whenever you attack, that doesn't seem likely. I million myself 50-50 whether that's good. Whenever you draw your first card during each of your draw steps, draw a card. Then if you have 9 or more cards in hand, you may play the exiled... I mean, that's just good draws, right, boys? There are so many ways to build this deck. But I don't think I just... Alright, Tezzeret's not going to be good. I just don't know, boys. I want to get rid of one of these. I'm going to get rid of this one. Wiretapping. You get to draw an extra card every turn. But what about the Teferi version thing? If you would draw a card except the first card, draw 2 cards instead. That's pretty good, boys. Whenever this enters a battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. I need more cards. I just need more cards, boys. So that's another problem with the deck. You know what? I'm just going to keep playing and then maybe it'll all make sense in the end. And if it doesn't, then obviously I'll just blame Desolator Magic for telling me that Priest of Ancient Law was going to crack a D-Meter and it never did. Heliod? I mean, I got one. I'm going to play it. I got one. I don't know what it does, really. I want to play a couple of games, Slange. But here's why I'm certain this deck is a load of shit. Even more so than this. I think this has potential to be good still, but in the same reason. If I can figure out why I'm paying 10 mana, 10 life to untap my lands, then that deck will be fine. If I can figure out what I'm animating that are enchantments, then this will be fine. Currently, I can't do either of those. And also currently, I just realized I gotta do some work, and I don't want to. I don't want to, boys. But I think I'm gonna get it done as soon as I'm finished here. Crack it out. In the shits, first thing in the morning. Back home, straight in bed. Beautiful memes. Beautiful memes, boys. Virgins confirmed. Alright, if this lad is dumping willies, we might get lucky. So there's no benefit ever to casting this on 3 unless there's already something else. The only reason I did it was to sort of bait him in that I didn't have an answer, which I actually don't. I was going to use this, but I can't, boys, because it'd be cheating. So, what do I actually want to do? I want him to tap out, and then I want to do something. That makes sense, right, boys? Orcish AIDS Masters. What a load of old bollocks. Alright, we're going to blow up these fools. I'm going to try. That's pretty good. Oh, fuck it. Okay, boys. So I'll play this. We'll see if it resolves. If it does, he'll probably concede. Which is exactly how I want my games to go. No skill. Just plop something he can't deal with. And say GG's X8. Right, Lance? Of course it's right. I'm on the tubes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's not the right number. Oh, you might be able to count at this one. Alright, boys. Don't worry, we got spells. Don't worry, boys. We have spells. I think he might have... Spell Pierce, but I'm still going to play this into it. Because I'm shit.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
Okay, boys. I mean, I don't know. We're not really doing anything. It's just a game of Magic where I've got a lot of shit cards. I'm not working towards something in the way that this guy's working towards this. And he was lucky enough to find it. And I have been unlucky enough not to draw anything that can deal with it. But, boys, I still might be able to slap a game on the tubes. You never know. So he can't cast instant or sorceries. So we got enough lands of every type. Storm of Shits. I get copies of nothing. So I don't think that's very good, boys.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Okay, boys. Currently, it's going exactly as I would have imagined. Where nothing is happening, and I can't do anything. Isn't that beautiful, Meesh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's Praetors. That's how this works. I was getting scared, but we could just blow them up. We could just blow them up, boys. Chagrid, the Virgin. Oh, that's not big enough. That's good shit. That is big enough, though, right? Get rid of the One Ring? You think that's good in classic memes, boys? I think it is classic memes. I end up dying to that thing too often. Yeah, but you could gain some life, you bitch! Okay, sorry, Squeaks. You were 100% right, and I was 100% AIDS.
Let's try this.
Okay, boys. River's Rebuke's gonna look pretty AIDS. Schmeagles! Uh-oh. Is this gonna be infinite combo bollocks? Is this gonna be the infinite combo bollocks that I often play against some other time? Players, your opponents can't cast spells during my turn. Well, it's not my turn, boys. Reclamation Age. See, that's why these are shit too, boys. So, Another game where I haven't got any cards in hand. Everything's bollocks. These things don't do anything. And I'm probably gonna die to 8. But, boys, at least we had a wonderful time. Nah, it's just... I mean, even this land is fucking annoyingly shit. Like, what am I even doing? What am I even trying to do, boys? Alright, that's different than I was expecting. Who said that they weren't legendary tokens? Well, if I can't kill this, then I'm probably dead. But that is interesting. Oh, it says it right there. Except the copy isn't legendary. Okay, boys, I could have had 2 Athreoses. That would have been better. But we're figuring it all out, boys. That's the name of the game. Figure your balls out. Right, lads. So when he gets in... Oh, these will die because of the fucking meat hook aids. I've got so many non-bows, as they say on the tubes. So many non-bionics. But at least we were always having a wonderful time, boys. I honestly don't know. I don't even know where to begin to fix this. I just want to play something else. I'd rather play a deck that makes sense, where every card I draw isn't perennially useless or blows up my indestructible gods or does nothing. The best card so far by a mile has been Teferi just being standard Teferi. And if that's the case, boys, you do have to say I've probably built this non-optimally. But at the same time, Lance, I will slap a game on the tubes. At the same time, lads, I will slap a bitch in the face. Alright, we're going to have to try and keep Taffy Boy alive. Not really sure why he did it that way. Oh, he wants to die for this. Alright, I don't know what's going on. So now, I can meat hook for 2, kill this, get this, animate Athreos again. Well, we'll see. This is the thing that I've seen be infinite aids a few times, but whatever the fuck. So does that have a mana cost? It says 6 on it. We'll see. Okay, boys. Well, let's see. Nah. Nobody wants to win games where it just feels bullshit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, boys? It was like that meme, 2 retards fighting. Just swinging, punching each other in the face by accident, punching themselves in the balls. Nothing about that game makes me feel like that deck is any good. Just proper bullshit, lads. So the fact that stops things being legendary is actually a really good wank. Not this. Store shit stains. But I really don't draw enough cards. Get rid of this for just a blue planeswalker that draws. I'm going to take the 4 mana Teferi. It's been ages since I've played that, and been ages since I've seen this. And you might be able to get 2 lads out of the fucking shits, boys. You never know. Choose up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and 1 land, and untap those. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand. Could play Sorin. Draw 2, discard 2. I mean, that's pretty good for getting rid of dildos. I'm going to cut this, though. I'm going to get rid of the Mimic. I know I lose it as a land every time. It just feels especially shit here. But play what instead? Nah. I like this, but it is extremely El Genericos. Maybe I'll just play a draw 2. Well, I don't know, it's not making it easy to find. It's probably because it goes this way, perhaps. Thirst for pubes, draw 3, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. An enchantment card. A basic land. Actually, I like the black ones now that I think about that. You know, 3 mana. I know they're sorcery speed. Draw 2, scry 2, lose 2, that kind of shit. Draws 2, loses 2. What are the best ones, though? No. So I know that there's definitely a good one. It's literally the one I'm saying, and I can't find it. Maybe I don't have it, but it seems odd that I wouldn't. Okay, none of these. I'm sure it's a Shoshi boy. It is literally draw 2. No, scry 2, draw 2, lose 2. I'm sure that that is what it is. Anybody know what it's called, boys? Bloody definitely never had a massive knob. Well, I guess it doesn't exist, or if it does exist, it's not in this game. Surveil 2, then draw 2, and then you take 2. But I'll probably get mana fucked trying to cast that shit. I'm just going to play the 2 mana one, which also I can't remember what it's called. Because of all the whiz that I take, Lance. Well, I know it's got stupid sign-in pubes. There you go. Alright, well, I'm going to play 1 or 2 more games, tops. Tops, boys. Nah, Sphinx's Revelation is not for this kind of control-y shit, I don't think. 2 more games. We're not going to solve it, and I'm just going to play some of the other decks that work a lot better. Okay, boys? Okay, sweet. And then we'll go to bed. And by go to bed, I mean I'll do the work I'm supposed to do. Even though it's 3 a.m. in the morning. And I don't want to. Boys. What's for dinner? What is for dinner? I'll probably have something when I get back. I'm looking around as if it's going to inspire me looking at a sofa. Lucas V2s. Okay, boys. He's got double the virgins or something. So having this is quite a surprise. It's a good hand, really. Doesn't... I don't know. The deck's just wank. Even with the self... Nah, even that, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking say. Okay, this guy's going for Mythic's Mastery Aids. But there's a 100 to 1 chance that he's got it easy on turn 4. Right, boys? 100 to 1. But he is playing blue, which means triple the time to take to do nothing. Classic Magic the Gathering, boys. Triple the time to do fuck all. So Hive could be good at exile in this thing, but I haven't done anything for a whole turn. So I don't know what we're gonna do, boys. So I got Dire Tactics and Cyclonic Rift to keep this thing from giving me 8s. But I do think we'll get 8s. I do think we will get 8s from this, boys. So the question is, when do I go for anything? I don't think it's now, right? Upkeep. If it's neither day or night, it becomes... I'm just going to fucking say nothing and we'll see what happens. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. If he taps out for something, then I'll go for a Dire Tactics. If some other dog shit starts going along, then we'll try for some other raids. If we're playing a blue player who just spends all day doing nothing, we can enjoy a game of Magic as if we all were on the fucking hook for dying of shit. Maybe I should have gone Rift first. We got. I mean, it's the Gabby Sparks Mouth Invitational, boys. We got to make sure we're cracking Dementors. We got to make sure those meta cracks get 8s. So it looked to me like he had 1 mana, but still cast the 6 mana spell and had 8s. I don't know about you, boys, but this is why this game is the best. I don't know about much, boys, but I know I fucking love Magics. Alright. We'll see if we can get to the fucking end of the turn before this guy fully jizzes his pants. No, I guess we can't. Every blue fucking pissface is this level of virginity. Every time. It's like, it's just hurry up. You're playing Brawl, presumably because you're too shit for Historic. And you still, it's like a guarantee. It's just the slowest, boring pussies. Every time. For what? 80% of the time they don't do anything, ever. It's like, just hold your dick, calculate how small it is, if you could still fit it in the back of a fucking mouse, and then GG's XDs, pass the turn. Such a boring load of pussies. Alright, this is going to be much better. Man's flinging every card he has on the field, and we need a blow-ups. I don't know why I kept his hand after what I literally just said. But I'm having a great time. This is the last game I'm playing with this deck. I don't like it. It gets me annoyed. I can't make it work. Nobody else is sacrificing their whole deck just to see a new card. So bollocks. So bollocks, lads. We'll just play good old Primeval Titan, power level, shite, and have a wonderful time. Okay, boys. Okay, good. Get fucking AIDS. Alright, this guy's fucking his mum or something. I love magic, boys. It's truly a gift from the AIDS. Truly. This is why I play Bolus all the time, because it's just so clean. So clean, easy GG's, everybody's got a massive knob. When you do something else, you better really know what you're going for. Or watch legs. In which case he could say, ah, this deck's shit, but still win 85% of his games. Because he's that good, boys. Because he's that fucking good. Alright, I get to go first. No white lands, but we do have a black market connections, perhaps. Which, in most cases, is good memes. In most cases, it's good memes, boys, but if this guy has Spell Pierce, I am going to have to phone the authorities. So Redain is amazing. Redain Tax is absolute gang bang busters, boys. And I am going to play it because of that reason. For that reason, boys, is the reason that I shall play the bitch. Big Sorin, eh? Everyone loves a bit of that bitch. So I forgot that they take the damage from this Sorin. Took me a few times to get round to that. But, boys, I have figured it out now. I am extremely good at magic. So, that's probably wash away, so we don't have to run into that. Right, we're already doing pretty good magics. We'll play Breach My Anus. Presumably it will go down without catching AIDS. Oh, now it definitely will. That's easy GG's. That's easy GG's, boys. I can even play this. There's no wash away here. Look how much more fun I'm having. 20 cards in hand, sex bomb shits on the field, opponent floundering, even with sexy shit above his own. This is how Magic is meant to be played. With me going first, having an absolutely broken load of shit, and then being all smug about it. Right, boys, easy quicks. I'm actually going to play this. I changed my mind.
I've killed many who deserve death. Now I'll
And I also never plus it, but because of the damage I've taken, I think it's fine this time. I think it's fine this time, boys. What's going in the bin? Shitland. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, if he plays River's Rebuke and has nothing else, yeah, I mean, this game is... I wouldn't say it's over, but it looks good. And by good, I mean shit. But shit in my favor, which is fucking superb. Right, boys? Of course it is. That's what I said. Alright, I'll plus it. See if we get Emrakul or some sexy bitch. Not today.
I lead vengeance.
Oh, I see Boobalax and Avison. Boobalax, though, boys. You know that fucking gives me the horn. Scarab God. Unbelievable bargains. Bargain all around, lads. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might Fateful Absence this. I mean, it doesn't matter now. Beep, bap, boop. Easy shits. Okay, boys. I mean, I don't even know which is worse. Unwinnable games or unlosable games? I just want a game. I want a game where it doesn't feel like I got my feet on the sofa or I got my shoes in the toilet. It can't be this hard just to have shit matches. You know what I mean, boys? Shit, even Magic Jewels of the Planeswalker. Fun bollocks. I need Plane Chase. If they put Plane Chase in here, whatever price is on it, obviously, I'm not paying. But I would consider begging for it. What are these, eh, boys? Ariette Pass bundles. How do I fucking even see what the card does? Well, alright, you just gotta guess, lads. Good memes. You just gotta guess. Boys, don't you want an Ariette Pass? Oh, it's probably called Ariette. I guess Pass is something else. Look at this, boys. When it comes into play, make sure this person is drawn to look extremely bonglage. For the 6 bunglers who actually play Magic, but seem to make up 90% of player base on Twitter for the memes. 80% off, lads. We're getting big, massive deals. Massive deals, boys, on Embereth Shieldbreaker. You can't tell me you don't want 2 of these. Rosethorn Acolyte to get you fake horny for Eldraine that's coming back out. Queen of Ice, boys. I didn't even know a card was called that. So let me get all of these for the fucking solidarity of being a memer. I'm glad I didn't buy the Mastery Pass this month. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. I've seen this guy played against me, but I've never seen it be targeted because I always draw blow up all the peeps in time because I'm very good, boys. Alright. Any other decks anyone wants to see? I'm kind of tired of this whole shit. I just can't build... I can't build shit decks. I'm too shit. I'm too shit to build a shit deck that can beat a good deck. I just don't have those legs Adobe Premiere skills, boys. Could I ever fix this? What about this? I'll play this. It doesn't have a name. So I know it's bollocks. And it probably hasn't been updated in a while. But if it's just generic 3-color sexy dragon commander, it could be something. Right, boys? Of course it could be something. But we don't know what it could be. Because it was memes. Oh, this fucking dog shit pussy. So this is another one of those cards that should be banned. And not because it's too strong or whatever, it's just because it's so fucking dumb. You literally have to kill it in the first couple of turns, otherwise it's all over. Alright, well now I literally have every card I could want. So I think I take a... Alright, I don't have green, so we're not going to keep that. And we'll ditch this as well. Okay, boys. Good. Fuck off. Fucking bollocks. So we'll see how cautious he is. He might throw his mum under the bus straight away and just plop it out. Okay, boys, he's a fucking mug. That's what I like to see when I play Magic the Virgining. Top tier quacky mug twats who play mismatched lands with their mono white 8 decks. Literally the same as everybody. For some still inexplicable reason. But at least GG's XDs. Right, boys, at least we've got a bit better about barbarians. Look how much fun I'm having. Boys, look how much fun I'm having playing Magic the Gathering. And it only cost a regular man on the street $1,000 for a collection as saucy as this. Unbelievable stuff. So if I draw a land, Crux of Fate is probably good, but this whole thing is just about auras. So obviously it's super weak and shit, but this thing lets you get anything you want out of your whole library, which obviously is stupid. But that's what we want, boys. We want stupid 2-mana Ragavan level Dog's AIDS, and in the end we want everyone to die of that AIDS. Don't we, boys? Of course we do. That's why we all have AIDS. Boys. So the only bit of magic we'll get from this game is if he goes for an equipment that actually worries me to the point of making a play. But that ain't it. He's got 3 mana. So I presume it's going to be some kind of phase out. I want him to play something else. And then we can get him. I still think it's a probable phase out. Man, maybe I should have gone for the meat hooks there. Maybe I should have gone for the meat hooks there, boys. Because that way, if he phased out, then I could have blown up this turn, which would have been standard magic. Right, boys? Of course it would have been. I'm giving you top quack advice, boys. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So I probably die. Alright, well, I'm just going to try. Yeah, we'll use this one. Alright, no sticks, so I guess it's fine, boys. No sticks, big dicks. That's how the saying goes. So if I play that, then I have 4... But I do have my pantaloons down for this thing. We'll see. Has he got 2 mana, grab some indestructible aids, boys? Or are we going to be able to play a spell of our own, like big boys? Alright. So as long as, I mean, he'll still die. There's no way he can plot something that gives it hexproof and indestructible. Unless mono white is truly the strongest fucking load of aids that ever existed. But no matter what, boys, I'm having a wonderful time. One other thing, and I can't argue with you, but I will, because there's not a lot anyone can do about it, is I've got a lot of the same cards in every deck because they're just so good. If you're not playing this in black, you've made a mistake pretty much every time. And I don't mind using the same cards in different combinations because in theory it should still lead to different games of Magic. But in reality, Lance, that doesn't actually seem to happen. What actually seems to happen is that you veer off the path into trying to make reanimate or dredgy shit or -1 counters, and it's just all pure rubber dicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna play this. Only because it's so fucking annoying.
Go for the ice, Boo! The ice!
Alright, I'm not going to attack either,
We
because
will never rinse. Because it's too
he might have the
tiny.
2-mana exile a tap creature, and I'm just not going to make it easy for him. You know what I mean, boys? Of course you don't, because nobody gives a shit. But at least we're having a wonderful time. Boys, at least a wonderful time is in the progress of being memes. Okay, Lance, that's not a good thing to do when you consider what that card is. But it ain't my job.
Take that, you fiend!
Alright, we've got to be able to turn this AIDS on its head now. Surely, boys. Surely, we're going to turn the AIDS on the balls. Right, boys? And what a wonderful time we had. Like, this could be the Vraska deck, because there are so many similar cards. It's just this that's different. And this is worse, boys. And I don't know about you, but I've got AIDS. So I think I have to kill this Alcide.
We are large and in charge.
Alright. What else? Elixir is pretty good. Well, it's not pretty good, but you know what I mean. So, we'll see how this goes. Some decks turn out to be very strong. Like, the Tezzeret deck is very artifacty, and I like how that plays. But there are others that just, unless your deck is truly one-note aids like this, like, it's just such lesbos. You know what I mean, boys? So how am I going to get rid of that thing having aids on it? I mean, I could draw a card and then that would do 10 damage to me. Oh no, that's not how that works. You lose life equal to that mana value. Alright, so that should be easy shits. Oh no, that's not going to work either, boys. Okay, let's have a good thinks and a good wanks.
I got this one, the mighty Masher.
Oh my lord, he just let it happen. This guy's fucking top quacks, boys. This guy is like, imagine if you had quacks and then you died of AIDS. What the fuck was that all about? Man, I don't know about you boys, but I might just jump out of the window. I was trying to think of a good depression joke, but I couldn't get it in time. I mean, this is what it sounds like to play Magic, I think. talking about jumping out of windows. This game is fucking boring shite. But to listen to Voxy, it's a full roller coaster of having your boyfriend cheat on you and then just fully ramping up on those meds. Lance, that's the true essence of being a YouTube streamer. It's so hard. It's so hard, boys. My life was easy before this. And then playing a couple of shit games every day. I don't even know, boys. Also, I feel like I might want to chop my cock off. You know, it'll make me feel better somehow. But then also, I'll get even more depressed, and I'll say GGXD. But that doesn't also sound like me, so it's fucking pubes or something. Right, Lance? Easy shits. Shit on my dicks. I don't think I'm casting either of these. We'll play Into the North next turn. And look for a blow up all over the boys. That doesn't sound like what I normally say. Right? Boys! Unbelievable stuff. LSV and Yana are getting married. What, in, in the underworld. LSV seems one of the few... The pros don't seem depressed. They might be, but disguise it, but they don't have that underlying desire to prove they're good via means other than being good at magic, if that makes sense. So if you want to prove you're good at something in a top tier competitive world, you play and you win and people can see that you're good. If you want to prove you're good as an arena pussy to just only claim to fame is showing your tits on OnlyFans, there's no way you can do it. That's why all these silly whores love Commander. Not because it's a great game, because you could just avoid the actual act of playing Magic the Gathering, boys. That's what makes it incredibly fun, is that it's like Magic without any magic. Which is a superb way of playing this shit game. Isn't that right, boys? It's like... I mean, that phrase is just the biggest cop-out in this whole fucking community. It's not about the magic, it's about the gathering. Well, then why even have magic at all? You can literally do so many better things in the world. If I'm meeting with 6 or 8 people, and we can't think of anything better to do than play this fucking game, we should all be depressed and start doing swanton bombs off the Empire State Building. Imagine meeting with 8 lads. And it wouldn't be worth it unless you played this shit game fakely. Boys, it's not about the magic, it's about the gathering. And because it's not about the magic, wizards can do whatever they want, and all it takes is one box of shit. And apparently, the conditions of getting those boxes are so rigid that Voxy had to hand in her resignation after 1 week. But, boys, don't fret, because in that 1 week, she did still get $1,400. So, don't worry. I remember, to tell you a story, a long time ago, boys, I remember back in the days when I used to converse with the lad CG Beeblers, when we were both hard-working, nose to the grind, let's try and play some real magic kind of shit. He still does that, to be fair, to a certain extent. I remember him saying he found out from Merchy Facts what it took to get a sponsorship. And it was like, the amount of things you can't do, I'm not ever going to do it. And it looks pretty much like he stuck to his words. But at the same time, he's reaching that ceiling of what you can achieve by playing Arena. So the more I see of him, the more I see him pulling fucking stupid gurning faces on Command Zone. When he talks about going to GPs, it's never I'm playing the events. It's come and see me and play Commander and have me sign your fucking dick. Because that's the limit of being a shit player. You can't... It's just not this. It's being part of a fake community playing fake games and then pretending it ain't about the game in the first place anyway. It's just meeting up with a bunch of random fucking losers. And then afterwards, after everybody's had their big meal and laughed and shit, it's back to your room to stare at the corner and just hope one day oblivion eats your soul before you even know what's going on. Every time. Every fucking time. It's the same shit. Nobody has gone from being a fucking the Quack Watson into a good player ever. I've never seen it. But they get so much respect from the community and the fucking idiots. Not from wizards so much, because whizbangs know their value, and their value is capped at being completely under the thumb. You keep them under the thumb, lads, they can't do fucking anything. Except die of AIDS. And I don't know about you, but that is good, clean places to live. Is under the thumb, covered in AIDS. It's the best, boys. What do wizards ever have to do to stop them complaining? Top 8 modern GPs are full of the same peeps. They're not going to complain. They ain't going to fucking be anywhere near there, you maniacs. Nowhere near that kind of shit, boys. They're going to be in the toilet, having a wanky doodle. Alright, am I going to die? I can't see what's going on. I'm on 17. What does this guy do? He does give it a bubs. If I play this, it gets killed probably, so we'll just play this. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. We are having a fantastic game of Magic the Gathering. But nothing gives me the tweaky balls than that old bullshit of it's not about the magic, it's the gathering. It really, it can't possibly be. Because if it is, then all of these fucking discussions about what card's good and where and how your mum's tits are just the right amount of stank wobbles, it means nothing at all. Alright, what could he have? Phase in? Well, we're going to have to try. Oh, he's got the phase, boys. He was incredibly good at magics. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, boys. I still think I'd die. I should have gone for the rebuke. Oh, that's got double strike. So that's 11, exactly. But he's having a tough time. Having a tough time, boys. Accounting is difficult. It was only 10 cheeks. Yeah, but how was I going to get out of that? How was I going to get out of that, boys? He had the one spell. Fair dues. I mean, this deck is so much better than that other one. I can't even put the number wangs on it. Why do I never run out of cards? What am I doing differently? Why does it feel fast and lithe? Like Yana Amari trying to rob her pussy on an Oko card, instead of sluggish and idiotic like Gabby Sparks trying to play Magic. I can't solve it, boys. But that's the best part. I don't have to solve it. I can just tell you that I've solved it, show you 5 games that I won randomly, and all of you will be like, you know what? I'm going to use code CheeksMcAids on Wank Player, and I'm going to buy a load of shit cards for a fucking shit game, and then I'm going to realize I've made a mistake when I see MTG Ambassador Emma Sky Nazi literally just stealing cards. Just print them off at work. I'm sure Wizards aren't going to mind. I'm sure Wizards won't care that they sent you $1,400 worth of Commander products, and the first thing you do when you get them, boys, is print off some shit. I'm certain Wizards are pro-proxy. It just makes sense, right? It just makes sense to have everybody be happy, depressed, fucking drug-addled weirdos who have an addiction to OnlyFans, probably, and then wank their dicks off. Isn't that beautiful news, boys? Of course it is. Of course it is, boys. It barely even makes any fucking sense. But you know it's true, because it's whiz-bangs pandering to people who don't even fucking exist. Pandering so hard. There's the fucking thing on the screen when you boot up this game is VML Let's watch everybody except good players and men who are white. Why? Why don't I know when the Pro Tour is, but I know when this fucking dog shit is? Why don't I know when there's a GP, but I know when fucking Bongler McAids is rubbing their tits? I fucking don't know anything in the world, Lance, except I fucking love my jinx.
I am Tamio.
It's
It
the
is an honor
best.
to study yields enlightenment.
Hey, boys. I mean, that guy is a little far away from getting whacked. But like I say, I fucking love my jinx. I'm sure this is... I mean, I just don't even know where to shit on my balls, Lance. What do you even do when it comes to a game of Majinx? What is even to be done when idiots talk to you like they know what they're doing, but at the same time, we play a game where everyone's already died of AIDS? So is this whole deck just 1 or 2 mana, and you get to play the whole thing out? Why is everything free? Alright, well boys, that was fun. I don't know about you, but that is why I play Magic. That's why I play Magic, boys. Yes, I did it, Dad. I managed to avoid the entire game. It was so much fun. It was literally, I won a game. I played 50 cards in a row. Oh, what'd you get, son? I got AIDS, Dad. Yeah, that's what this is all about. I know there are events and tournaments and shits, but I want to play the lowest form of Magic in a way that doesn't involve any magic. That's how you know this game's the fucking best. Alright. This is extremely slow. This is going to be aggro ramp virgin bollocks. I don't know, boys. I think this is a quacking in waiting. I think this is a quacking in waiting, boys. Alright, if he can't figure out how to play a land, I've had enough. I've had enough. We'll play 1 last game, and then 2 more last games, and then a couple more last aids, and then maybe we'll look on the tubes and see what else is going on. 24 of the best players, boys, of marginalized, the best players. So I guess they're all the ones that we see on the Pro Tour. That, I mean, how far, I don't know. It feels patronizing. If I was, it feels like you guys are shit. It feels like it's saying, guys, we know that the white guys are just too good for you. So here's a shit fake tournament that you can play with your cock and balls on the table so everyone can feel safe that you're not going to be attacked like Lewis Stardust might be at a tournament and then cry, which really happened. This whole fucking place is so stupid. But I love it, boys. It's the best. Dumpity dumps, boys. Let's see if we can survive an on-the-draw dump factory. I don't think that I will be able to, looking at this hand. Dumpity dumps, boys. This is, I've said it 15 times, but it hasn't really come to pass because I've never been beaten by it. But this card is going to ruin this format. If you're not white enchantment removal, this is almost impossible to get rid of once it's resolved. And then every card is haste. What am I doing? Like, look at this. What am I doing? Nothing. It's just fucking AIDS. And I don't know about you boys, but that is just the best way to play Magic. We'll play this game to the end, just so that I am proved right. But I've played against this on stream 2 or 3 times. Look at this fucking dog shit. Look at this fucking dog shit. Well, you should have taken different cards, Cheeks. I should have, boys. You know what? Fuck this. Like, you want to talk about zero Magics, boys? I don't even know what I could have done there. That card specifically is going to ruin this. It's so AIDS. Even more than Itali. Every new card that comes out just drains more and more of a game of Magic out of this game already. I just played 2 straight games I didn't cast a spell. And this is a really solid deck. And again, I don't mind. I don't mind losing a game of Magic. I do mind not playing a game of Magic for nothing. This isn't a tournament setting. This is where you go when it's all about the gathering. And you go to Lewis Spunkbucket's house to miss 5 land drops because your deck is built by an idiot. But no one will do anything because it's not fair. It's not fair to have Stevie McTits be flown across the country by Professor Peepers just to be attacked and lose. That's stupid. We're playing the gathering. We're not playing Magic, boys. More fucking tiresome pussies. Am I on the draw? Of course I am. I'm playing a pussy. When ain't I on the draw against this kind of fucking AIDS? Son of a bitch of a game. So, you got, I mean, he's just gonna fucking dump it. And I'm gonna have to, okay, good draws. Perfect draw for a virgin, boys. Perfect draw if your mum gave you a fingering before you even knew that your dick was supposed to grow. I fucking love this game. At least he's turned off his own planeswalker like a fucking idiot, though. That's good memes. Boys, I fucking love this game. I fucking love Magic, boys. This guy's fucking amazing at Magic. Incredible stuff. It's almost like playing mono white virgins is the best way to play Magic. I thought this game was going to be horseshit before I started, and now I'm playing it. Boys, it's like quadruple top quacks. Turbo quad quackage, boys. Amazing stuff. I fucking love Magics. I fucking love Magic the Gathering. Doing everything he can just to get to 6. I mean, just the amount of Magic, boys, that a man can miss. Playing a game of Magic is absolutely amazing. Oh, we got Mono White having to make a decision. He's stalling out. His penis might fall off, boys. It might be penis ruinage time, but we also might be able to crackety matters now that he'd given me a white land. But we'll see. Oh, that doesn't work that way. I forgot. I forgot, boys. Okay, good stuff, lads. So I've got a blink of an eye, somebody's mum, probably, but I don't know whose. I guess we'll see. So is this, creatures don't cause abilities to trigger, okay. So I guess running into Talia is not good memes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can blow everyone up. But I think I have to time wank to stop this ultimate tiresome virgin shit stain. Yeah, it has to be blow-ups, otherwise I'll just die. But now he just minuses this. Literally the only thing I was trying to avoid from the start. Absolutely beautiful Magic, boys. So what does it even do? At the beginning of combat, create a 1-1, then put a 1-1 on each layered. Man, this game is so fucking horseshit. It's such a virgin factory. Look how good this guy was. Boyish. I fucking can't get enough of playing virgins. I really can't. This happened, I don't know. I like it when it all bunches up at once, so I really feel the AIDS. You know, sometimes I win every match I play on a stream, and those days are the worst. This is what has me coming back. Mono, followed by fucking mono, followed by 5 color, followed by 0 magic, followed by 0 magic, followed by turbo aggro, followed by Ragavan, That is what I really want to see when I log into this piece of shit. And then, when I go on Twitter, I want to see non-stop tweets about people who barely touch this fucking game. And then tell me all about how to break it. That's what I want, boys. This game is truly a gift from all of the Virgin AIDS pussies. And that's why it's the best game ever made. Boys. That's why it's the greatest game that was ever even thought about being devised. True perfection. True Bilbo Benchoed perfection, boys. And I still have my work to do. And that's one of the reasons why I'm just fucking around. Because I don't want to do it, obviously. It's fucking for idiots. Working a 9 to 5 is for fucking morons.
The moon looks intriguing.
And I don't want to do it, boys.
Fosters wisdom.
Who's going to save me from a 9 to 5? I could do this all day. But then I'll obviously come down with depression. But, Lance, that depression might be sated when you realize, boys, that you get to work extra hard for me to be a clean memer. And won't that be fun? You can't tell me that it won't. You're already thinking, how can you ask your boss for extra shifts so that I can play Baldur's Gate and just go on a full tits odyssey
I am glad
and then
to
spend
help
that whole time playing that game asking for money. Boys, truly, you're not telling me it's not top quacks. Truly, boys, you're not going to tell me it ain't all about top quackage.
Our time together is finished.
So, what do we got in here? Nothing amazing. But now we do have something amazing. Which is amazing, boys.
Dueling you will be excellent research. I follow the tracks of the wise.
That was great. Alright, I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's like the whole day has been shit mujiks. Obviously trying to crack at that Zer deck gave me the proper aids. But there's just gotta be something. So, like I said, 2 more games and then another game. So, one of these, nah, it's just gonna annoy me when I realize it doesn't work. What else? I mean, there's so many, and at least some of them play a bit differently. We'll play one Tesbo. Nah, we'll play this. Nah, we'll play the Reanimates, because that really is different. Alright, boys. Fingers crossed. Not even who the fuck cares? All that really matters is the gathering, right? So the fact that I'm playing this game doesn't even matter. This could be a blank screen and we'd all be having exactly the same amount of fun. Alright. Thassa Blink is a fucking nightmare as usual. But we'll see. We'll see, boys. At least I got Pirate's Pits. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for, boys. Exactly what I'm looking for. I couldn't have designed a card better to tweak my balls than that. So what do I want? Black or white? White. Okay, boys, let's see if we can't crack the matter. I've only got one though, so it's gonna have to do literally the whole work. And Pirate's Pillage is gonna ditch Bruna and what? Not Liliana, surely. That card's good. Oh, this says land card. I thought it was basic land. I might have to start playing this. He didn't draw any lands. Interesting. Oh, I only have to discard one. Yeah, boys, I'm very good at Magic, but I can't draw any lands. Boys, I'm gonna fucking smash my dick on the table. I'm gonna smash my dick on the fucking table. I don't know how many fucking draws that even is. 7, 8 draws, no lands. You son of a fat fucking pussy.
I just want to get out.
Well, I got to kill that thing twice. And that's what matters, boys. That's what matters, is that we probably are going to be able to say fuck your mum in the tits.
I require servants. Your court. This looks like a fun new toy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no lads. No lads, boys.
Get what you deserve.
Get what you deserve, which presumably is 8. But no lands. That's the one thing I know I don't
Rise
need.
and shine.
That's the one thing I know I don't need, boys.
Waste not, want not.
So, I can reanimate Bruna, but it's not very strong. I don't know. I feel like I just got super lucky that I had 2 cards that can get rid of the Thassa, which is basically all that that deck needs to do. See, this is one of those decks that really works, boys, with this thing.
Ugh, looks like you're on your own now.
This is a commander that works with anything, but because it's mono, it gives me 8s. That's why I don't want to do it. But it is very good, boys. It is very good.
Paid enough for this.
I wish I could play it more often. Alright, I'm just going to hold my castle, I think. Try and block, keep the Kaya alive. He has got 50 cards though, that is something. Jin Kashitsis, eh? What am I going to do about that load of old bahubes? So it has to die. Worm coil. So I think Key can go, and then Vanishing Verse has to be the thing. Alright, I think I just lose now. So he can't counter this. Alright, we'll have to get worm shits. I can't really do anything though, I don't think. Like, it's just so easy now. River's Rebuke. Bounce, your mum.
There's no job too tough for me.
Okay, boys.
I'm just gonna throw it out.
How do I kill anything? I don't think that I can, Lance. I think the man got me. Never mind. 789. Body double. So I can play key and it gets exiled, and then I can go for blood. I think that's the only thing I can do. If he's got a counter spell, then he's just better than me. There's nothing you can say. Okay, boys, let's try. Easy whacks. Just better than me, boys. Can't complain about that one. Alright, boys, until next time, Magic's the greatest game that ever lived. And I don't know about you, but I have a fantastic time playing mono times mono times mono times aggro times nothing all the time. It's just such a fun day. Anyway, until next time, lads, hopefully DSP hasn't got any money and we can laugh at him later on. Midweek Magic's Pauper. I mean, if they're in a deck ready, then I'm never playing a fucking guaranteed mono white enchantments factory. I might have built mono green once. Yeah, alright, fuck it. We'll try and spam this shit out as quickly as possible. We'll try and spam it out, boys, just like what everybody will be doing. Just like what everybody will be doing. Two rares. Hopefully 20 minutes when it'll be done. Oh, good old Ravenous AIDS Worm. This is going to be good memes, boys. Oh, Mono Black Virgins. Easy quacks, boys. This is why these are always the worst. Alright, I'm surprised. I was not expecting a two-color deck in anybody's lineups. Llanowar Elf dead. Just usual shit. Usual fucking fun time 8, boys. Good draws, good draws. Shuffler's fine. I forgot what it's like to play with multiple cards. Shuffler's fine, right, boys? Which traditionally is what people say when it's not fine, because they feel like this game is fake dog shit. But they still are the first in line to spend money on wobbly lands. That's how you know Magic's the best game in the world, boys. That's how you know Magic's the best game ever made, lads. Alright, well, I suppose Prey Upon. Nope, Prey Upon's not very good. Double shit's bollock agents. Okay, boys. Target creature fights target creature you don't control, and then create a treasure. Okay, boys. Slap this guy in the tits. That was probably a mistake, but I mean, we're not exactly playing Pro Tour Magics here, are we, Lance? We're just having a good wanks. Boys, we're just having a good old classic wanks. So, I thought that was blue. If I'm honest with you, lads. I thought that was an ability that only worked if you were blue. That's why I wasn't too bothered about trying to kill it as a 1-1, but I forgot that that means Phyrexian mayonnaise. Boys, Phyrexian mayonnaise. I can see why people love Pauper. Right, boys? Just the idea of playing so many shit cards really gives me the horn. As long as this guy has a 1-1 on it, it can attack. There must be better cards than this by now, but it's been a long time since I don't even know if it was still on the game. But we are certainly going to try and crack the matter, boys. For the memes. For the memes. I don't even know if I want to play 3 games of this shit. I really don't think I want to play 3 unwatchable shit games. 5 years, and we still have these crap midweek shit factory bollocks. 5 years. Who the fuck is asking for Pauper once a month? Either play it all the time because you haven't got any cards, which doesn't exist in this, or die of AIDS. I don't want to do this. Even for 2 rares, it's just a fucking waste of time. Even for 2 rares, boys, I might just rather be dead. Yeah, fuck this. I mean, it's just dildos. I can see why your mum's got fat tits. I don't want that to be the last. You know, yeah, fuck this. I don't want to. I'll be here forever trying to figure out how this game can possibly be this shit. How? How can this game still be giving me this? I don't even know when I last touched this for a fucking Lindworm, and I'm still being asked to play. You fucking lazy pussies. But tried super hard to send Emma Sky Nazi $1,400 of shit, while everyone else is fucking playing this. You fucking twats. Anyway, Lance, I had a wonderful time. Maybe we'll play some Apex at lunchtime tomorrow, depending on how the world is. Because hopefully I'll be able to come home early. Because, you know, I'm a man who does his work at 3 a.m. in the morning. Anyway, boys, until next time, GG's X.